What's good? This is Kareem from DJBooth.net, and I'm here in the lab to give you guys a quick rundown video and DIY video on the custom skins. They're called the 12-inch skins for whatever piece of DJ or electronic equipment you're trying to change and alter to make different from everybody else. In this case, we want to skin the new Pioneer DJM-T1. It's not really that new. It's been out on the market for a few years now, but it's new to me. I just picked up a new Pioneer DJM-T1 Traktor mixer, and I wanted it to look more like my Stanton 120C and 120 turntables. I have 4 of these turntables, and I'm always making my mixers kind of look like them because this is what I use when I go out on the road and when I play out. I usually use this set instead of the 150s. So we wanted to get something that kind of matched the look of this blue and brushed aluminum look of the Stanton 120s, and we wanted to transfer that over to the DJM-T1. So we hooked up with 12inchskins.com, that's skins with a Z at the end, .com, and you can find them on the web, and they can do custom work for you, or you can go onto their website and you can download the template, and you can actually use Adobe Illustrator or you can use Photoshop in order to make your changes and to set up the design exactly how you want it to look, and you can send it back to them and they'll make your skin for you, or you can work with their design teams and they'll give you a quote and they'll be able to come up with some cool designs like what we have here. They gave me 2 options, blue and a white, and they also gave me the silver and the blue. So we're going to go with the silver and the blue. We're going to show you how we go from making the mixer look stock to what it looks like when we're finished with the actual skin. And then we'll put it all together in the setup so you see what it looks like. And we'll also show you how to apply the skin in a quick DIY video. So let's get started. Okay, this is the DJM-T1. This is the skin we're not going to use, and this is the skin we're using. For most Pioneer mixers, you actually need a few different tools in order to remove your knobs and your fader caps. These are the P-lock fader caps, and most of these knobs, as you can see underneath, have a screw, so we have to remove this washer and this nut using a pliers, or sometimes you can use them by hand, but no luck on this one. Looks like we're actually gonna have to use pliers this time. So we'll start by removing all of the actual knobs. Once we have all of the knobs removed, we can go to the faders. So for the faders, the P-lock caps, you're going to need something to pry out the middle of the cap first. There, that popped right out. Then you can pull it off, and then you remove the little locking ring. Okay, so you can see we still have some of the controls that have a nut and washer, and we actually have to remove the ones with the nut and the washer there because it's no good, it's not going to work. So we'll loosen them up and remove them. Okay, now that we have all of the washers off, we are going to slightly clean the surface with a cloth, and then we'll be ready to apply the skin. Okay, we have the cloth. We'll clean the surface of any oil or debris, so that way you get a good, nice, accurate stick. All right, after you have everything nice and wiped down, free of dirt and debris, now you're ready to apply your skin. It does come with instructions on the back with the different instructions for your device. Like, for example, they knew that this mixer was going to have P-lock fader caps, so they also tell you what you need to do in order to take off these P-lock fader caps and the nuts as well. Let's get out the package. Again, here's the instructions telling you how to adhere the skin I've done this a few times, so didn't need the instructions. But again, here's your skin. You're going to do a quick test fit. And once you get it on there for your test fit, you make sure everything lines up. Everything's going to look good to your spec and to your liking. And everything does look good. Everything is ready to go. We're going to adhere this to the mixer now. So first step, we want to cut away about half of the backing and apply 1/2 of the mixer skin at a time. Let me go get a scissor and I'll show you how we do that. Okay, now I have my trusty scissors here, and we're going to go ahead and cut out the top portion first, and then we're going to peel away the bottom portion to attach it. So first thing is we'll peel this to about the halfway mark, and we can completely cut this off. Some people like to just fold it and peel it off. You can do it that way too, but sometimes it's easier to just cut it. So put the scissors out the way. All right, you want to make sure you got everything lined up nice and evenly. You have even space in between all of your buttons and your knobs, and you can see all of your meters. And that looks pretty good to me. Everything seems to line up. Once you have everything lined up and in place, you can start applying pressure in between the buttons, making sure you remove any of the air pockets that may be present. You want to make sure you can see your level meters here, and they line up perfectly. It's very simple skin to install. So far, it just went on like a glove. Didn't need to stretch or pull anything. It's just going down right where it's supposed to be. And that is about the halfway mark. And we're going to press that down. You can press it down slightly and pull it back up again to reposition it if you do make a mistake, but you don't want to push it down permanently, as I am here, and then have to reapply it again, because it won't be as sticky the next time around. So we got the halfway mark complete. Now what you can do is you can go under the mixer and you can tear off the remaining portion of your skin, toss it out of the way. Make sure you pull it down over your knobs, and then you're ready to continue your application. Again, you're going to be pushing down the air bubbles as you go, and you just want it to lay down flat right where it's supposed to. And so far, so good. Everything is nice and even. Everything fits. Everything is free floating and moves nicely. You want to go ahead around it and give it another quick seal. You might want to use something like a fader cap and go in here and really make sure everything is flat and pressed down nicely. And once you have everything down and attached, it is time to attach the knobs in reverse order. So I'll put all that stuff back on that we took off originally, and you'll see what it looks like when we got it next to the turntables. Alright, so here it is. This is the complete finished product, and as you can see, it goes with the turntables more so than the original all black finish. It's got a little bit of our logo in there, and they did it for us at 12inchskins.com. Make sure you head on over there and check them out. If you have DJ equipment that you want to customize, you want it to look a little bit different from everybody else's, just go over there, 12inchskins.com. hit those guys up. You can either download the template yourself and get started, or you can simply send them an email and you can request some assistance in the design and setup category. So for more on this story, head on over to www.djbooth.net/DJS. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.